Welcome to the New Orleans Jazz Museum. On behalf of the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park, we're so delighted to have this partnership with the New Orleans Jazz Museum to provide free concerts for you throughout the week. The mission of the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park is to instill a public appreciation for the history, music, and culture, be a global leader in promoting, protecting, and preserving this rich American art form to leave it unimpaired for future generations. So without further ado, we're going to welcome up the Arrowhead Jazz Band. But this band is comprised of park rangers like myself and local guest musician. Where we dive in to the tradition of New Orleans trad music and expand it. We go from then to now. So at this time, please silence your cell phones so you won't disrupt the program, and we're going to get started. On drums, we have Alfred Jordan. Bass, Kerry Lewis Sr. Piano, Kyle Roussel. Vocals, Saskia Walker. I'm your host today. My name is Jay Perdue. Our first song in this program is titled "How Come You Do Me Like You Do, which was written in the early 20th century, but can be found on Mr. Leroy Jones' album "More Cream from the Crop." Like you do. How come you do me like you do? And why do you try to make me feel so blue when I ain't done nothing to you? Do me right, or just let me be, 'cause I can beat you and what you're doing to me. How come you do me like you do? How come you do me like you do?
How come you do me like you do? How come you do me like you do? Why do you try to make me feel so blue when I ain't done nothing to you? Treat me right, or just let me be, 'cause I can beat you, baby, what you're doing to me. Oh, how come you do me like you do? How come you do me like you do? Why do you make me feel so blue when I ain't done nothing to you?
You go and treat me right, oh, just let me be, 'cause I can beat you with what you're doing to me.
How come you do me like you do, do, do? How come you do me like you do?
Oh, how come you do me like you do?
Said, how come you do me like you do?
How come you do me like you do, yeah?
How come you do me like you do?
Thank you. That's how come you do me like you do. All right. And you know, if you treat somebody wrong, then someday you'll be sorry. Someday you'll be sorry. The way you treated me was wrong.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
I was the one who taught you all that you know. Your friends have sent you to make me sing another song. So good luck, maybe with you, and may your future dreams come true. You won't find another to be your very best lover. Someday you'll be sorry, dear.
Someday you'll be sorry. The way you treated me was wrong. I was the one who taught you all you know. Your friend had you make me sing another song. So good luck may be with you. Hey, may your future be happy and bright. There won't be another that treats you, honey, like I do. Someday you'll be sorry.
Someday you'll be sorry.
Someday you'll be sorry, dear.
All right, so the first two songs that we did are heavily rooted in the New Orleans traditional, or what we like to call trad jazz. But there's so many styles that have come out of New Orleans, and this next song you will appreciate, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Kyle might appreciate this next song, written by Fats Domino, titled I'm Walking, and we're heading into the rock and roll of New Orleans.
Walking, yes indeed, I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm waiting on your company, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Hey, what you gonna do when the well runs dry? You gonna run away and hide? I will run right by your side. For you, pretty baby, I'll leave and die. Walking, yes indeed, now talking about you and me, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me.
I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm hoping for your company, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? I'm gonna be by your side. For you, pretty baby, I'll even die. I'll just stay right by your side. I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. hoping that you'll come back to me.
What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You're gonna run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by your side. For you, pretty baby, I even die. I'm walking.
Yes, indeed, I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping that you'll come back to me.
That you come back to me.
That you'll come back to me.
That you come back to me.
That you come back to me.
Come back, honey. 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 Come back,
All right. All right, I'll introduce. Let's go into it. Nevermore. Nevermore will I fall in love. Nevermore will I give my heart. We share our joy and our pain, but I'm still loving you. And I tell myself it's not what I should do. Nevermore will I see your face. Nevermore shall we embrace, for you know this to be true. You know that I'm still in love with you. Nevermore, written by Harold Baptiste. And one thing about New Orleans music community, or especially the New Orleans music education, that we learn a lot of songs based off this book. This book is titled The Silver Book, and it featured a lot of New Orleans composers like Harold Baptiste, Ellis Marsalis, James Black, and it's like the real book, but of New Orleans, and we'll actually dissect that. So at this time, we like to open up the floor to any questions that you may have about the program already. And you're looking at me like, what? Why did she just start talking, and why is she now telling us that we have questions? Well, I'll tell you why. With the Park Service, we like to share and educate things that you may not know about. So when we talk about New Orleans jazz music, we talk about the music, or the people that created this music, some stories kind of get tossed to the side, or we just don't understand. So it's our duty with the National Park Service to not only entertain you, interpret things, but to also educate you. So now's the time for you to ask any questions that you may have already come with, or just maybe thought about. Oh, yes, good.
I'd like to ask a question of the piano player.
Oh, of course, of course. What's your question?
Who are some of your favorite New Orleans pianists
And I'll give the mic because we have a live stream, and they also like to hear the answers too. You know, you can't be selfish.
And the
Just
question
because y'all
was
came in person.
favorite piano players in New Orleans history.
My favorite, I would say the best, is James Booker, but I also like Alan Toussaint, Dr. John, Jelly Roll Morton, Professor Longhair. Yeah, to name a few. That he could play probably so much of what you hear from Dr. John is James Booker. Probably so much of what you hear from Harry Connick is James Booker. And he could play jazz, classical, R&B, funk. He could play all of those things just as good.
It's good. Any other? I know we have a few more questions. We have a whole lot of time. Actually, the rest of the set is just questions. So you missed. You got all the music that you're gonna get. I gotta see you in the back. You say you want to know some interesting facts about this building, and if any musicians came?
Musical ghosts. Is what
Musical
she said.
ghost. Well, I can't tell you about the musical ghost, but actually, yeah, come in and tell us, please.
I'll be the first one running.
Oh, jeez. But, well, I want to pass this mic to Kerry just because he's going to run. So you can't run away from the mic.
Carrie Lewis Sr., the first musical ghost.
About this building?
Yeah, well,
Well, our involvement with this building, but I'm not going to go to the present.
That's the coolest fact.
It is the old mint, U.S. Mint, for one. But our involvement here, we have a cooperative with the New Orleans Jazz Museum to be able to provide and put on programming as of such. And throughout the week, we do also host our piano hour here, which will be on Thursday, or special programs like a special broadcasting with Fred Casting, which will be coming up this week, right?
Yep. With the kid chocolate.
That would be wonderful. But that's what our involvement here at the New Orleans Jazz Museum. It's a cooperative.
And I'll add a little bit to the special fact about this building. It's taken many shapes over the years, first as the U.S. Mint, but then it was a prison at one point. And then I believe once the state actually repurposed it into what is now the New Orleans Jazz Museum, you know, that's how the Park Service got involved, and we needed this space alone to be built. So that's a little bit. And as far as musical ghost, I'm not sure, but what I can say is that there's so many musicians that have the opportunity to impact this space. Not only will you see Kyle or Alfred or, you know, Carrie in the space on Tuesdays, but you might see them for the improvisation gala or Satchmo Fest, we're all contributing to the community, and as well as this museum is contributing to the musicians.
And we don't call them ghosts, we call them
Oh, yeah. You want some more?
We don't call them musical ghosts, we call them musical ancestors, and we honor them by doing what they taught us to do. For you.
Well said. All right, yes. Oh, Lord, we go all around the place. We don't do any regular programs at 916. That was where the old site. We only do special programs like our kids program with Johnette Downing. That's the first Thursday of every month, and maybe once every 5 months. We still have that space, but it's just not open to the public.
So when did you change from that space to this space?
Well, we moved down to 419 Decatur, which is our headquarters for the French Quarter Visitor Center for John Lafitte and both New Orleans Jazz. We moved back there, I believe, August of 2023. Or no, September of 2023, and we've been operating down the street. So it's not that far. It's just 5 blocks away from the old site. And we will have programs there Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And we do our 2 o'clock performances here on Tuesday and Thursday. But you can always stop down at our visitor center and grab a calendar because things do change, depending on the day. But yeah, that's a rule of thumb. Yes, I think I saw a hand. Yes. Now I'll catch you in the back.
Can you tell us a little bit about the singing? Is it like improv singing?
What are you singing? That's what she's saying.
And how do you learn that? Like, is that just
Well, so improvisation is a really important element of jazz in the first place, and it's kind of what differentiates jazz from, say, ragtime, is the fact of collective improvisation and then solo improvisation. And the theme has developed over the decades, and soloing and essentially improvising has developed a lot more since Louis Armstrong did the first solo ever. And as a vocalist, we try to emulate instrumentalists, and instrumentalists try to emulate vocalists in their phrasing and their style, but essentially it's like we sang the song, right? And then we all went over the song again and again and again, and everybody instantly composed their personal melody that and then, it's different every time. That's the whole point. Yeah, you'll never catch a jazz set be the same thing twice. It's actually impossible. Because nobody can remember everything that they just composed on in an instant, right? So yeah, does that answer your question? And then the syllables is a whole nother, so I just sound gibberish, essentially. Oh yeah. Yeah, there are plenty of music schools in New Orleans, because New Orleans is, the jazz capital. So there are music schools all over it, from NOCA, New Orleans Creative Center for the Arts, which is a high school. But then there are multiple universities. I went to Loyola University for the music industry. I know Jade went to UNO for their music, University of New Orleans for their music courses. And we definitely take pride, and there are lots of more private entities like Second Line Arts and Trombone Shorty Foundation and all these sorts of things that really, we take our tradition, or the tradition of New Orleans, seriously in passing on the music, and you can do so at school, or as is most common, you do so on the street living in New Orleans. Yeah.
I know that was already a great answer, but I want to add a few things if you don't mind. Soloing improvisation isn't exclusive to soloing. I could pick a melody, right? Well, for all of these songs that we've just sung or just performed, I was still improvising the melody without even soloing, because you have a written melody and I have the liberty to expand that or change it or just sing it as written. And the whole practice of improvisation is being able to understand, know the form, know the lyrics, know the melody, and be able to recall it without it in front of me, right? And then be able to expand that melody. And for us, the music school, I learned a lot of, my approach has come from listening to the greats who've done it, like Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, Jasmine Horn. Honestly, I don't really think my training in school really taught me how to do what I do. It's been from being on the stage. Now they did. They gave me a lot of theory. They gave me the tools to write and to really apply the theory. But a lot of it is just through listening. So for any of the musicians out there that is trying to learn the craft, listen to the greats. I promise you there's so much music outside of the classroom. And that's coming from going to school twice. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, you had a question back
Yes. Boom, boom. Then, yeah. I saw his hand first, and then we're going to come up. All right.
there. Ooh. One thing to leave all the audience members with is hopefully the impression of New Orleans music being awesome.
Exactly. Alfred said it best.
Listen to music derived from New Orleans. You'll be blessed.
Listen to music derived from New Orleans. You will be blessed. I've been blessed. Oh, yeah. All right, and coming up. Silver Book. Silver Book, and you can find it online, I believe, and it's white, and it has by Harold Baptiste and many composers. Definitely gold. It's gold in the music education world. All right. Oh, yes, we got one more question from a special lady.
So could you tell the audience just a little bit about how maybe you and Carrie came to be performing park rangers?
The boss said, you didn't say everything.
I'm going to pass it to Carrie first. I'm going to pass it. No, dang, help me out. They're tired of my voice. They want to hear from you.
Mine is not the most pleasant. Well, my situation is a little unique because I had been in these gentlemen's place for many years as a contracted musician to the National Park Service, most notably New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park. I retired from a different entity a couple of years ago and got offered a position as a full-time ranger with the park, and so here I am.
Nice story. That's short and sweet. Well, I did an internship when I was studying music for my bachelor's degree at Xavier University of Louisiana. Shout out to the HBCUs out there. So I did 2 years during the pandemic, so it's 2020, and after I finished school, I had the opportunity to start with the Park Service or become a just full-time musician. So I decided to work with the Park Service, and during Hurricane Ida, my enter-on date was the same day as Hurricane Ida, so I had a pretty cool enter-on date. And yeah, that was August of 2021, and I've been here since then. Yep. I don't get a clap. Oh, come on. I know, I'm just saying. I'm kidding. But yes, so let's get back to the music. We want to continue in this tradition of the Silver Book legacy with a tune titled Jasmine, composed by James Black. When I look at you, I feel myself unfolding. Everything is open to your eyes. I can morning is open to your eyes. I can feel my rose unfold. I can feel my heart unload. I reveal my love was old to
love me in a place between awake and dreaming. Whisper in your heart if words won't do. I'll be here when morning comes, till worlds fall down, until you know your love. Hold me to the flame as worlds are disappearing. Open every door we're falling through. I'll be here when morning comes, till worlds fall down. I'll be here until you know your love. I'll be here.
I'll be here,
Loving you.
loving you.
Whisper gentle I'll be here. Thank you.
That's Jazz Band, written by James Black, and also lyrics by Diane Reeves. When morning comes. Yeah. All right. Now get ready. Do a little. You gotta get ready to sing, okay?
Ready?
I-
Shake 'em off.
Don't say I did not warn you. I'm warning you. All right. Fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou.
Down in New Orleans, Kentucky's been. He wouldn't deal, y'all. Not a faith it did. One dude wanted a bottle of wine. Hit that dude as he did for $1 and a dime. I can't just say fire
On the bayou.
He did not say
Fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou. I got a nickel now, so you got a dime. Let's get together, have a good time. Go on by yourself, hit the gym. When we get together, we all gonna win. Let me hear you say fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou. Gentlemen out there, so give me like a woo woo, a woo woo. Oh, that was weak. Oh my goodness. One more time. Woo woo. All right, good. Now I want to teach you this part. Now I want you to sing it back to me. Y'all got it? Oh yes. Say fire on the bayou. Come on now. Fire on the bayou. Oh, I know it's a little bit high, but y'all got it. Fire on the bayou. Ooh, y'all sound good. Fire on the bayou. Okay, keep that in your back pocket. I gotta teach the other parts, all right? You got it? You won't forget? All right, good. All my altos in the house say Me too, but that's all right. That's all right. One more time. All right, check this out. Say fire on the bayou. Fire on the bayou. Yes, sucker. Do it louder now. All right. Oh, sounds so good. Give yourself a hand clap. All right, put that in the side pocket. Side pocket. Now my soprano. Say yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I can't tell. One more time. Yeah. All right, good. All right, you got this one? You got this one? I got it. I can do it. Fire. Right here. Fire on the bayou. Yeah, you got it.
Fire on the bayou.
I'll help. Come on,
All
I'll
right,
help you
wait a
out.
minute, come on.
Fire on the bayou. A little louder, not now. Fire on the bayou. Keep that going. Keep that going. Altos. Fire on the bayou. I wanna hear it loud now. Fire on the bayou. On my mister, yeah. Fire on the bayou. Say fire, fire, fire on the bayou. Now let's get it now. Fire on the bayou. Clap those hands, say fire on the bayou. You're so good, fire on the bayou. Say it a little louder now. Fire on the bayou. Just voices. Fire on the bayou. Yeah. Clap those hands now. Fire on the bayou. We're gonna have a good time now. Fire on the bayou. We come to have a good time now. Fire on the bayou. Ooh, fire. Hey, keep it going now. Fire on the bayou. Yeah. Fire on the bayou. Last time. Fire on the bayou. Good. Now you can say you came to New Orleans and got a singing lesson. All right. Oh, y'all did so good. I'm going to hire y'all again. Come on, work with the Park Service. Work with us. We have very high standards, though. All right, got to do a whole audition and all of that. I'm just kidding. All right, now we've come down to our last song, but before we do, I want to give you just some tips to find us again. You can check us out at nps.gov/jazz, where you can see our calendar for events. We also have social media on Instagram, Facebook, and I believe X, formerly Twitter, and that's at NOLA Jazz NHP. So you can find us there, and please stop down at our visitor center at 419 Decatur, where we have programming tomorrow and for the rest of the week. We would love to see you there. For all my national park goers, we have the cancellation stamp, so you can definitely cross us off your list. Yes, I see you back there. And I think that will be all. Please, I want to give a shout out to the band. We had Kyle Roussel on piano. Carrie Lewis Sr., Ranger Carrie Lewis Sr. on bass. Alfred Jordan on drums. Saskia Walker on vocals. I'm Jay Perdue. Thank you for coming through. All right. And so I know that y'all are going to go back home, and we hope that you soon make New Orleans your home. And this last song is titled Going Back Home to New Orleans.
Going back home, reunited to the land of the beautiful queen. I'm going back home to my baby, going back to New Orleans. Gonna see Nana, my pirate cruising in my M5. Gonna pack my feet on Rampart Street and be there for the Mardi Gras.
Carousel. Alfred Jordan. Now break it down. I've already taught y'all a song to sing. Now I gotta give you a rhythm that you will hear all over New Orleans, and it goes like this. It's titled the 3-2 clave. So clap this out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yes. So simple. All right. Keep that going. 1, 2, 3. And if you want to move your feet, you keep that going. We're going back home. Oh, going back home. Tonight next to the land of the beautiful queen. I'm going back home to my baby. Going back to New Orleans. See, my parent. Ooh, and my cousins too. Gonna plant my feet on Rampart Street. 'Cause we're New Orleans. New Orleans. New Orleans. New Orleans. New Orleans, right there.
Going back home, nevermore will I roam. Gotta get my fill of etouffee. New Orleans is my home. Gotta see my Monday, there for the Mardi Gras. Gotta pack my feet on Rampart Street, be there for the Mardi Gras.
Be there for the Mardi Gras. Be there for the Mardi Gras. Be there for the Mardi Gras. Be there for the Mardi Gras. Be there for the Mardi Gras. Be there for the Mardi Gras. Be there for the Mardi Gras. Be there for the Mardi Gras. I'll let y'all off easy. Next time you're singing the song, ain't clapping. Thank you again. This was our Arrowhead Jazz Band. Please see us next time. Y'all take care.